Coach, what's the plan for the starting lineup as far as centers and who you build?
Tyson.
Coach.
And everybody be rotating again, although I'll probably play those guys a little bit longer stints than they played.
Coach, last week before you placed so much emphasis on defense, do you have specific goals in terms of what you want to see, and is that part of establishing yourself?
Yeah, I mean, every game you go back through and review what you did well, what you need to do better. Sometimes that becomes an emphasis for the next game. I think it'd be silly to think that we had a defense fixed because we played a good defensive game. Like, you have to be a great defensive team. You have to do that every day, and so we showed a lot of the good stuff we did the other night, and we showed a lot of things that we can still improve on, including doing a better job of getting the shooters than we did the other night. And then on the other side of the floor, I thought we had our moments where we were really good, and we had our moments where we skipped steps, and so we've got to get better executing for longer, finding our best shots. And we had some unique lineups in there later in the game, but I thought we could have attacked with even a little bit better than we did at times the other night.
Hey, Brad, can you talk about this report that Max Strus is getting the last roster spot, and how does that affect Taco and Javante?
I don't have anything to add that'll be a front office question for now. I don't know what the report said. There's a lot of moving parts, and so to be candid, I'm not at all that alert to it. All those guys have been great. They're all excellent players. They're all great people, and we'll see how that all works itself out. But from what I know, nothing's been fully determined yet.
Brad, John Beilein said when he took the job with the Cavs that he obviously reached out to you. You two talked about making the transition from college to the pros. What advice did you give him on that?
Well, I actually talked to him last year when he was looking at Detroit. So I didn't talk to him this year, and I think it's probably pretty similar to what I went through, where you look at a number of opportunities, or you think about it and you learn more, and then your appetite gets whet, and then you ultimately decide to go and pursue that. He's a great coach. He does a lot of fun things. He does a lot of cool things. I think that, and he's a great person. I think that we served on a lot of committees together in the NCAA. I've said this about many people, but when you were recruiting against John Beilein, you knew it was a fair fight, a real fight, and he was going to do it the right way. So I've got a lot of respect for John. He's a heck of a coach. He'll do a great job in Cleveland. My advice was not anything out of the norm. I said the schedule's a lot harder and the summer's a lot better, and that's about it. That's all I had for advice.
Do you ever say no way, or you definitely should?
To who?
Any college coach.
I think it all depends on circumstances. It all depends on circumstances. I think one of the great things about being here is just, we have unbelievable leadership in our front office and ownership, and they don't ride the highs and lows of, a game, a week, a month, or they just kind of stay the course, and I really appreciate that. You feel empowered to work in that environment. I think it's important to find the right environment. Now, I don't know enough about the other organizations to say yay or nay, but I would just say, if you're looking at it coming from a college situation where you have a lot of job security, I think that the question that you want to know is that, there will be ups and downs, and, is it going to be something where, they recognize you can't overreact to one bad week or a bad month.
Brad, to follow up, how long did it take you to get comfortable with the changes from college to the pros?
Well, he's done this a lot longer than I have. I mean, he was a head coach for 20 years by the time he was my age now. So